This is the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington.
Rita Jacks has testified that she became the girlfriend of the deceased Joe Chernak in order to get in with an exciting crowd. Her appearance on the stand has helped establish Joe's character. It has also destroyed her own.
You want something to eat? Glass of milk?
No more calls.
Okay.
Okay. I told you I could.
Trick or treat?
Betty, do me a favor.
No, first do me one.
Betty?
Ask me and then I'll leave. Give you a telephone with this place?
Well, it's about to go out the window. Was that you every 15 seconds?
Mr. Peyton. Stephen, he just wants you to call.
I know it. Now, you tell him I'll send him a copy of Rita's testimony, and we'll pore over it tomorrow, or the day after that, or the day after that, but not tonight. Careful, you get your nail polish scorched.
All right, Stephen, you've made your point. You don't like what you did to Rita.
No, I don't.
If there'd been another way, you would have found it.
Well, you find Rita and you tell her that.
I'm telling you that, something you already know.
Are those soothing words supposed to get me to the phone?
I'm off duty as of now. Besides, I want you to return my phone calls first.
Do you consider your phone ringing?
You want to dance, Ada?
Get out, Gus. This place is closed.
I didn't come here to drink.
It's still closed to you from now on.
I came to see that liar. I said I came to see the little liar.
Get out.
I know she's there. Tell her to come out.
You're not going to see my kid ever.
She's going to repeat those lies to my face.
She told the truth.
What she said about my son?
The truth! I'm going to call the cops.
You do that, Ada.
Oh, big man, Gus Chernak, big man. Gonna take your fingers out on a kid. Look, all these years, all I thought about was me, Ada Jacks. I let my kid run wild. I let her take care of herself. You know something? A miracle happened, Gus. She turned out okay in spite of her mother. And I'm gonna see that nobody ever hurts that kid again.
All of a sudden, you're a mother.
I was a rotten mother, Gus. And you were a rotten father. Papa! Stop it! Stop it!
Stella, you keep out of this.
Leave her alone! I said leave her alone,
Keep
Papa!
out.
Listen, Papa, if she calls the police, it's not gonna do us any good. You know what I mean? Come on, Papa, be smart. Okay? Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, Ada.
Yeah, sure. Don't come back, Gus.
Mom, please don't. Come on, Mom, please don't cry. Mom.
I guess even us crybabies gotta eat. I'll go fix supper. No, I can manage. Well, I think I'll go out and get some air. You go ahead. I'll call you when it's ready.
Rita, I've got to talk to you. Come on.
Oh, hi, boss. Just taking a little coffee break.
Why don't you take it downstairs? I just put on a fresh pot.
To tell you the truth, I found this in the back of Allison's closet under a couple of suitcases, and I've been sitting here trying to imagine where she got it, who gave it to her, and why.
I really don't remember. She had quite a collection. Why don't you let it go for tonight?
Because I just started. And Allison will be back here before we know it. I want this room to be just right. I wonder if Rita Jacks ever had a collection of stuffed toys or a room with white curtains.
She had everything that Ada could give her.
Except the things that were most important, I suppose, like guidance and a sense of values that could have kept her off that witness stand today.
Well,
and out of Joe Chernak's filthy little life.
Well, you can't blame Ada for that.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm simply thanking you, again, for what you managed to do with Allison.
When it comes right down to it, I haven't done anything.
Come on, don't say that.
Oh, I've kept Allison's life well stocked with toys and books and clean clothes and a neat room.
Come on, Connie. More than that. Much more. You know, sitting in that courtroom, listening to Rita Jacks tell how she searched this town for something to hang on to, something to believe in. I just couldn't imagine Allison saying those words or living that emotion. And yet they both started out with the same disadvantage.
You think I succeeded where Ada failed?
Yes, you have.
Ada's mistake was giving Rita too much freedom. Mine was giving Allison too little. You see, Rita's able to face her reality, no matter what it costs her. Allison can't.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, Dr. Rossi had his first interview with her today.
What happened?
Her father was a pilot. He was killed ferrying a plane across the Atlantic, her mother told her. Being born out of wedlock, well, that's just something whispered about other people. It has nothing to do with her.
And neither do I.
Dr. Rossi said it would be some time before she can even face the fact that Mr. Mackenzie doesn't even exist.
I see. Where does that leave me? Back in the library again, peering at my daughter over a stack of dusty books. Making idle chit-chat. Going to White River and buying her a gift and making sure that I don't put a card inside. What do I do here in our home? Hide under the staircase every time she comes in the house?
Oh, she'll learn to face the truth.
Even if she learns how to face it, will she accept it? No, I'm still the intruder. The one who doesn't belong. You're right, it is late. I think I will call it quits for tonight.
Oh, Elliot? Come on. Where's Mama?
Filling the church with her tears, then mopping them up with prayers.
You know, I liked you better when you were a drunk. At least you'd pass out sometimes.
Stella, you got lucky tonight. Don't let it go to your head. I only came home because I wanted to.
What were you gonna do, beat up Ada? You gonna beat up everybody who knew what Joey was really like? You think you're big enough to take on the whole town?
Well, you tell me. Where does that Jacks kid get off throwing dirt in Joey's face?
Why shouldn't Joey get a little bit of what he gave her?
He was a wild kid. I was a wild kid. All kids with guts are wild. But he would have straightened out like you, Stella. You know that's true.
Papa, we're chained together in a lie. That chain is gonna strangle us unless we admit that it's a lie. Papa, please.
He was my son. I lived for him. He could have amounted to something, but they wouldn't give him a chance.
He had his chance, and he blew it.
Ah, Stella.
Joey was a selfish little rat who only knew how to say gimme, 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 and what he didn't get, he took. He took that car. He took Rita. He took you and Mama. He took everything that wasn't nailed down. Then he came back for that with a crowbar. Papa, all these years you've been drinking pipe dreams with your booze. I don't know, maybe Joey did look better through the bottom of a bottle. Maybe you couldn't see the glue on his fingers, the hatred in his eyes, the filth in his soul. But Papa, look again. That is not a halo around Joey's head. That's just another rusty hubcap that he stole.
Don't talk like that about the dead.
All right, then. What about the living? What about your brilliant daughter?
What are you talking about?
Do you want to know what I really am? Would you like to know the California chapter of the Chernak story?
Oh, stop it, Stella.
Joey only stole hubcaps. Do you want to know what I did?
I don't want to hear it.
No, you don't want to hear. You only want to believe. You want to believe I'm everything I say I am. And Joey wasn't half the things that you knew he was, because then you can believe the really big one. My testimony about Rodney Harrington.
You stop that, Stella.
We are a couple of cut-rate frauds, Papa. Me and my dear departed brother, may he rest in peace. And we're going to nail Rodney Harrington to your custom-made cross with a lie. A lie. You know it's a lie. I know it's a lie.
But you're not going to change one word.
No?
No, because what would your flying doctor think of you then? You want to keep him. Don't you, Stella? Don't you?
You like kids?
Mm-hmm.
Ours gonna be spectacular. They're gonna look like you, act like you, be like you, and smell like you.
Well, at least let him have funny hair like you.
What, the boys or the girls?
The boys. I don't want any girls. I hate girls.
Well, no matter what the first one is, it's gonna be called Rita, and that's definite, so you better be planning on having a girl for me.
You've already got yourself one girl.
Well, they can't breathe. You know what Peyton Place needs? A Major League Baseball team, 9 boys.
Can we have a basketball team?
You're not tall enough.
Well, I'll feed them vitamins.
Okay, we'll start out with 5. Then if they don't grow, we'll have 4 more, just like that.
Quadruplets?
You cold?
I guess so. But I don't want to go.
Here, take my coat.
No, then you'll be cold.
No, I won't. I promise.
You're gonna freeze.
I'm warm, believe it or not.
You're lying.
Touch me and see for yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Mine?
Three guesses.
You're still cold.
No, I'm not.
Well, your feet are.
They always are. Doesn't hurt him any.
Well, they're not going to be cold anymore. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Or to keep you warm.
You know what? I love you more than anybody's ever loved anybody.
I love you more.
Isn't it wonderful?
Can't serve you a drink, you know. You're old enough to get life, but not to buy a drink.
How's Rita? Figured you'd be ready to tear me apart after what she went through today.
Ada!
Maybe it's always worse than you expect. But she's young, and people forgive you a lot quicker when you're young these days.
Have you heard from Norman?
He's out with Rita somewhere. His car's out in back.
I thought he might be here.
Yeah, I'm a rotten judge of character, too. I figured after today we wouldn't see hide nor hair of Norman Harrington around this part of town. I'd bet you anything. And that would have killed my Rita. But I was wrong. He came. I still can't believe it.
Well, when he comes back, would you have him call me?
Don't worry about him, Rodney. You don't need to.
Ada!
He'll be okay, Rita knows. You don't need to worry about it.
Rita. You want to go get some coffee or something?
you do. I don't want it to be over either. I don't want to say goodbye or goodnight, see you in the morning or anything. Maybe if we just stand here for a minute, we'll get over it.
Let's get married. Don't you want to?
You mean right now?
Right now.
And not tell anybody?
Nobody. You already know what your mother's gonna say. My father and Rodney. We'd be arguing until next month. They wouldn't understand. They'd be jealous. They'd try and stop us. They'd say it wouldn't work. They'd say we're too young, impetuous, unsure, etc., etc., etc. We'd never make them understand.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, let's get married.
We'll tell her when it's over.
Do you have enough gas?
Mm-hmm.
And money? It costs $10 or something.
Rita, if you don't want to, just say so.
But I do.
Then what's wrong?
I'm scared.
Of what?
Being married. This may sound really stupid, Norm, but I don't believe in divorce. I mean, once we're married, that's it. It's up to us to make it work.
I agree. Any other problems?
Well, you ought to go to college. My salary at the drugstore isn't enough, even if we find some really cheap place.
We'll find a cheap old farmhouse with 10 bedrooms on a hill.
How can you be so confident? Please be serious.
Look at it this way. If I let you go in now, by yourself, with a brave goodnight, maybe I wouldn't literally keel over and expire. That's what I'd feel like doing. I'm gonna be miserable until we can be together all the time. Until we're married.
So am I.
Then it'll work out somehow. Because we'll be together. That's the only thing that's important.
I better get my toothbrush.
I'll buy you one. Next time you get in the car, you're going to be Mrs. Norman Harrington.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
It is forever. It isn't a kid thing.
And you shouldn't be afraid to test it by waiting.
What I don't understand is how you can keep her on after you know.
After I know what?
That she lied.